Hi there, Roger Burnley here with another video for you. So, to answer another question, this comes up quite a bit about vibrato. And what is it and how do you create it and all of that? Well, first of all, I don't want you to get too, really caught up in all the technical aspects of this, but just understand that vibrato is just a natural result of the sound being able to come through in a free and easy way where the vocal cords themselves are able to, they're in a free place, they're able to, what you might think of, change back and forth or oscillate, or the air is oscillating around the vocal cords. That creates the effect of a very fast moving pitch back and forth, a slight variation in the pitch. Sometimes you'll hear people talk about terms like tremolo and all of that, but for most part, most of you understand or know what a vibrato sounds like. And the biggest question I think I get from people is that how come they don't have any? Well, a lot of times it goes back to the same issue, is that you're singing where things are a little bit too tight and all of that. Then it can also go to the other extreme. Certain people have way too much, and that means you just haven't learned how to control it. It can be controlled. You can use it effectively as well to create different sounds in your music when you're performing. So let me just show you first of all so that you can kind of get an idea of how this starts to come through, how you can start to control it. Again, the vocal cords, as you know, right here at your larynx or your voice box. When I am singing a note or holding a note and I don't want the vibrato to come through, what I'm thinking is that I'm adding a little bit of tension to the chords. Now, some of you sing that way already, and that's why the vibrato doesn't come through. But if you've had uncontrollable vibrato and you want to control it, this is a great concept for you. So for some of you who have not been able to get it to come through, what we need to do first is get everything to release and to relax and to open and to stop using all of the muscles that are getting in the way. But basically, I'm thinking that I have a little bit of tension on the chords. Then, if I wanted to let the vibrato come through, I'm allowing that to happen. Now, the biggest question is, do you force it to come through? I feel a tiny bit of what you might call a little bit of manipulation. It's not a force. I don't like to think of it that way, but I feel a little bit of manipulation just to get it started, just to allow it to happen. Most times for me, it comes through very easily and I never even have to think about it, except when I'm doing things changing back and forth to get different effects. But let me see if I can do a little demonstration here on this exercise. Let's do it on oh, oh. Now, what I did there, and let me go back so you can hear this, I held it at first and thinking that I added a little bit of tension to the chords here. And again, don't worry if you can't quite get this in the beginning. We need to get other things to start to release first. But I'm thinking a little bit of tension, then allowing it to go through. You've heard so many singers who do this in very effectively, and it just comes with practice. One more time, and you can try it along with me. Oh, oh, oh. I'm exaggerating it a bit. Oh, oh, oh. What I'm doing there on this exercise is that I'm just allowing it to come through, and where I'm allowing it to, stop it at first. Oh, then letting it come through. So that's how I want you to practice it. It's just to try to get that sense of it moving back and forth. Again, if you have not been able to get it to come through, we have to work on getting the blockage to stop. There's some reason that that's happening. If you've got it, if it's been uncontrollable for you, then I want you to work on ah, thinking that you're just adding just a tiny bit of tension. Ah, then letting it go. Oh, then it starts to come through. And again, you may feel where you begin to kind of manipulate a touch to get it going, but after that it should be very free. So I hope that clears up, answers your questions. Again, you'll each probably create it a little bit differently, but in practice this, enjoy it. And again, if you want more information about my program, Singing Made Simple, there is a link at the bottom of this video, so be sure and check that out. And thanks again for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.